Okay, folks, welcome back to the Life and Times of Crazy Patrick. I wanted to give you a little update. The scans I was supposed to have this week, where they put the radioactive stuff in me, that didn't happen. My insurance did not approve it. My doctor first has to talk to somebody there and I guess explain why I have to have it, or they know I have cancer at my insurance. But the point I want to make in this video is that if you are approaching retirement and or even if you've already done it and you picked a supplement for your Medicare or an Advantage plan for your Medicare, I thought I had a good deal going on, but apparently it isn't so great, because when something serious happens and you need something done, they don't want to approve it until the doctor gets on there and talks to them, and so it put everything off. So I don't know when this is going to happen. So now I've got this cancer inside of me growing day by day, and my insurance is holding everything up, so we can't figure out what to do, where it's at, so we can start treatment or whatever. So I would really advise everybody that has Medicare, be sure, go back. Like right now is the time you can change it if you need to. I can't change my mind now because I've already got the cancer. It's a pre-existing condition. They can't deny me because of this pre-existing condition, but what they can do is put me on a 6-month waiting thing. So that would make it even worse. So I just have to stay with what I have and hope for the best. So I just want to let you know, be careful, check it out, make sure you got the right stuff, because they, those people talk to you on the phone. Mine is through AARP. United Healthcare, so I thought that would be a great thing. We got somebody going by with a motorcycle or something revving it up there. Yeah, that's what it is. A couple dirt bikes revving it up right in front of my RV. I'm sitting out in my RV in my man cave and enjoying myself and having me a little beer 30 thing here. My wife's in the house. My wife's in the house doing her thing, and I'm out here, been watching some YouTube videos, watching some of my favorite people like Deborah Dickinson and G-Bear and Rusty 78609, I think that's right, and watching just some of my favorite YouTube people that I follow. But this stuff happens, and to let you know, if you end up in a situation like this where you have cancer, you find out you have cancer, these are the things you're going to face. That's why I want to keep everybody updated, so maybe I can help somebody else along the way. Yesterday was my best friend's birthday, and he passed away several years ago. So on Facebook, his wife had his birthday posted so that everybody could wish him a happy birthday in heaven. And so I did that. And other than that, I don't have much more to talk about other than I was thinking about Keith today, my best friend, and the things that we did. One of the things that we did, you want to hear a good story, we would get in his Ford, I think it was a Ford Fairlane, kind of a wine color, whatever you call that, and we drank in the car, beer, while we was driving, and back then they had those pop tops, and you pull the zip top off of there and you could make a chain out of it. So what we did is all the beer that we drank in the car, we put a chain made a chain that went from the mirror, the rear view mirror, to the floor. And then we'd add another one, and another one, and another one. And the only zip tops, flip tops, or whatever you want to call them that could go on there were beers that we drank in the car. And we were drinking and driving. Back then, drinking and driving wasn't no big thing. But we had fun drinking and driving. We never ever had a problem. We never had an accident, thank God. But one of the stories I was going to tell you here tonight, it was kind of a funny one. Keith's birthday, it got me reminiscing about my best friend. We would get like a 12-pack of beer in Fort Collins, and we'd head for Cheyenne. And we'd be drinking these beers on the way to Cheyenne, drinking beer on the way to Cheyenne, putting these pop tops on the chain. We'd get to Cheyenne, we'd stop somewhere, we'd get another 12-pack of beer, and we'd start driving to a back road to Greeley, Colorado. And we'd be drinking the beer on that way, putting the pop tops on the chain and drinking beer going down the highway. But this night, when we stopped in Cheyenne, we bought some fireworks, because they sold them. You could buy anything there. You could buy the Black Cat, you could buy the M80s, the great big things. M80s, they were huge back then. They weren't little like they are now if you can get them. These things were huge. It was like a quarter stick of dynamite, you know. And so we bought all this stuff, and we got us our 12-pack, and we're driving down the road, and we're lighting these things and throwing them out the window, boom, boom, having a good time. It was a little chilly that night, and we had, we had jackets on and stuff. And Keith, he's driving, and he lights an M80, and he goes to throw it out the window, and he forgot he'd rolled his window up. And when his hand hit the window, that M80 came out of his hand and landed right on his shoulder and exploded right on his shoulder, and burned his jacket. And so after that, we decided, well, maybe that was such a good idea. So we kept drinking our beers. We finally got to Greeley, and we had a friend that was a projectionist at a dirty movie theater. So we decided, we're all like 3 shades to the wind drinking beer, and we decided we'd stop in on our friend at this dirty movie theater. And so we go right up into the projection booth, and these people are down there watching these dirty movies, and our friend is running the projector, and so we talk him into doing stuff with the projector, like stopping it and running it backwards and skipping parts, and so we're up having a good time doing that. So then we get bored with that, so we get some more beer, and we drive on to Denver. And when we get to Denver, I had some friends that lived in Denver, so we went there, and by then we were pretty drunk, and we spent the night at their house. But I was just thinking about that with me and my best friend and his birthday yesterday. So Keith and I, he was like my brother. He's really the only, you go through life and you're lucky if you have one friend. Well, he was my one friend, and I sure do miss him. And yesterday being his birthday really brought it on, and I don't know if you can see this chair next to me over here. I put a cover on it, and I don't know why it was like blue, like checkered, and I come out here today, and I was sitting in my chair, and I was looking at the one that I'm sitting in right now, and it just popped in my head, man. That's Keith. I don't know why. That's Keith. He must be sitting there, and then it dawned on me. I guess the reason I grabbed that color is I remember now he had a flannel shirt that was the exact design of this in the same color. I remember him wearing it. It popped in my head. And so anyway, with that, folks, I don't know what's going on. I have an appointment with Dr. Wash, my oncologist, Wednesday, and hopefully we'll get this stuff figured out so that my insurance will approve the scans that she needs done, so that we know how we can trait this stuff in me, because I'm sitting here in limbo, and it does kind of bother you when you're doing that. I just got to give you a heads up. If you're facing this situation, these are things that's going to happen, and you have to stay positive. You can't get aggravated and mad and cry, and that's not going to do any good. You have to stay positive, because positive will make positive come around. So that's all I can leave you with today. I want to tell you to have a great rest of your afternoon, and I'll catch you on the flip-flop.